I was reading a book about Adam Smith and some of his books, the things that he mentioned in his book, the book called The Theory of Moral Sentiments, and the other book is the Wealth of Nations. And I just read some phrases from those books that I really want to share. It's really amazing how Adam Smith could have seen all these issues long time ago, and no wonder he's the father of economics. First, I want to talk about the things that he said in his moral, in the Theory of Moral Sentiments book. In the book, it says, Adam Smith, it says, how selfish soever man may be supposed, there are evidently some principles in his nature which interest him in the fortune of others, and render their happiness necessary to him, though he derives nothing from it except the pleasure of seeing it. So this is what he said in the book of the Theory of Moral Sentiments. So what he meant in these phrases is that we individuals purely live from our self-interest point of view. That's our human nature. We just live for our self-interest. But here, what he says is that although every individual lives purely for their self-interest, yet there is another uh, thing that exists in human nature that he enjoys, he sees happiness. It's like a moral utility. He gains, like individuals gain moral utility from seeing others also get benefit of what they produce or what they do. It's like they are getting pleasure of seeing others also happy. It's like although we are self-interested humans, and this is in our human nature, but individuals are not only self-interested. There is also the altruistic side of them. So we are not only self-interested, but we also gain pleasure, get pleasure seeing others also happy. So there's also this um, selfish needs of moral utility, like getting moral utility out of seeing others also being happy. And in another book, in the Wealth of Nations book, he he was talking about the invisible hand. But this invisible hand is not like, although it sounds like a very abstract idea, and it's difficult to imagine what he really meant by invisible hand. But actually, what he meant it here is again talking about the self-interest of humans, the self-interested behavior of human nature. So, but here he says, self-interested behavior can lead to positive social results. For example, when people work hard to make a living, they create economic output. Consumers who are looking for the best deals which encourage business to offer goods and services to meet their needs. Adam Smith, writing in The Wealth of Nations, named this property as the invisible hand, describing how consumers and producers interact in the market economy. And Smith saying that every individual Generally, indeed, neither intends to promote the public interest nor knows how much he is promoting it. By preferring the sport of domestic to that of foreign industry, he intends only his own insecurity, and by directing that industry in such a manner as its produce may be of the greatest value, he intends only his own gain. And he is in this, as in many other cases, led by an invisible hand to promote an end, which was no part of his intention. By pursuing his own interest, he frequently promotes that of the society more effectively than when he really intends to promote it. The metaphor of the invisible hand suggests the remarkable possibility that broader social good can emerge from selfish individual actions. Yeah, at here in the book of Wealth of Nations, when he mentioned about the invisible hand, what he really meant was that when we act from our selfish interest or self-interest, in fact we promote or we uh, maybe contribute to the society even more than what we intend, because most of the time when we act from our selfish interest, we actually do the best, we actually act the best way, the best, we use our best skills, we use our best, whatever that we are trying to achieve. And so not only we help ourselves, but actually without intendingly, we also promote the society, we also help the society to function better. So this is how important it's kind of like being selfish is not really a bad thing. When you are selfish, you act the best way as you can, and when you act the best way as you can, like the best way, um, you also influence others and you influence the market, you influence the society. Uh, Although you don't have such intention, but you do it without any intention. So Adam Smith, in his time, he could already foresee the human's nature and how this impacts the society. So I really admired him, and I wanted to share how he could foresee humans and how the human's nature could impact the society and the market.